Alright, just gonna stick around for a bit, wait for the other guys to show up. A couple of fellas who wanted to watch this thing. If it turns out to be good, then good. If it doesn't, then, well, fuck it. Yo, what's up, Ben? Sort of just figuring out how shit works. Can these be toggled? Fast strike, heavy strike. What the fuck? You can't use R2? What is with this this new trend of games not allowing R2 and L2 to be used? It's fucking ridiculous. It makes no fucking sense whatsoever. Fucking stupid. Oh, okay, because it already assigned it to something else. But can't I change the general controls? Like I can't. Oh, okay, I can. Jesus Christ, seriously? That's pretty fucking stupid, isn't it? Run. What do I want run to be? L2, I guess. Okay. Fast strike R1, para we can make it like Dark Souls. So if it conflicts with something already there, you can't change it? Is that the whole point of it? It makes no sense. Like even fucking configuring shit is ridiculous. What the fuck? If something as simple as this is pissing me off, I can imagine this game is absolutely gonna suck donkey cock. Like, seriously. So I can't have it the way I want it. Well, then if the game is gonna force me to do it a certain way, fuck it, then I'll just do it a fucking certain way. Goddamn stupid. Shit. Okay, let's see what the game's all about. Hey Tabs, thanks for popping in. Did you see that fucking stupid thing though? Like, I couldn't configure it the way I wanted. I wanted to make it something that felt like Dark Souls, but obviously the game wouldn't let me, so fuck them, right? Let's see if it's any fun. So, from what I can gather, no, the game is like more enjoyable if you play it with a headset. So I think if you're watching and you want to experience the audio, you should have a headset on. I didn't see any sound settings, or maybe I just was too stupid to look. But we'll see.
Hello. Who are you?
Kabahina yung voices, eh?
You're safe with me. I'll be right here, nice and close, so I can speak without alerting the others. Let me tell you about Senua. Her story has already come to an end, but now it begins anew.
Okay, whose head is that? There's like a head on her ass.
told you of the others?
Yeah, so they actually got like professional psychologists and mental health advisors to consult for this game, is my understanding. Hey Harold, what's up, man? I haven't really played this game. It's my first time running through it.
I think the darkness changed them, just like it changed her.
Can you see them?
Kind of wish it had subtitles, though.
It's in Helheim.
Look, up ahead. You see it too?
You promised.
Yes. It is real after all.
So this takes place in Helheim.
She's finally
Okay.
arrived in the land of mist and fog. The place the Northmen call Hells.
It's not safe. Go back. It's not safe.
This is some pretty awesome voice acting, though. Like, they seem like simple lines, but they're delivered with, you know, with character. It's so far so good. You know, it's well acted. The camera is good. The lighting is decent.
See them.
The ripple effects in the water are pretty fucking sick too.
Here they lie, rotting in the fields and rivers of hell. But the dead don't always lie still here. This is not a place of rest.
They're going to do that to you. Can you see them? Can you see them? They're going to do that to you. They're watching. Stop. Can you feel them watching?
They're watching her.
Oh, you can move the camera around. Okay.
So close. Go back.
Can you feel it?
Pretty eerie game. I mean, I like how they're setting the tone and setting the atmosphere with, you know, with a cryptic voice acting and sort of starting the story in the middle of it. It's called in medias res. So I kind of like how that's being done.
You'd think she would get used to it by now after so many years.
So Senua is supposed to be like fucking batshit crazy or something, right? Waiting for boy. I don't think there's a boy here though.
Towering over.
There's a head on her ass though.
You must try and ignore it. Turn away.
Nice, Harold. Don't spoil it for me though. I want to see what it's like.
Where you're most vulnerable. It's like it knows that just enough light is all you need to see its suffocating power.
Yeah, nice. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that.
You might think she's brave to go on this journey on her own.
I think a sequel is coming up to this thing because I got it on sale, and my understanding is there's a sequel coming up.
Bravery only means something to those afraid of death. Then it was fear. Runs far, far deeper.
That's the news. Yeah. That's also what I read. Because when I was trying to see if there were any reviews online, what I would catch is Hellblade 2. Like that's what would show up. So thankfully, I was spared some spoilers. I didn't, you know, accidentally click on something that would ruin things for me. So I guess in a way that's kind of a good thing. Because I wanted to preserve like the integrity of playing it blind. It looks like it may be fun. I mean,
I hear her thoughts.
I want to give it a genuine shot, you know.
It's not too late to get into the boat and go back. No one will judge you.
Hi, what's up, Mike? Hope you've been well, man. Hope you've been well.
Oh, she heard us.
Mike, guys, is one of the geniuses behind the designs of the mods that you see at Vicious Ant. So if If you're here, you have a VA mod or want a VA mod, say hi to Michael. He's the brains behind a lot of them.
Away a world that conspired to cause so much suffering. But there's nothing to go back
Yeah, Mike's a
to.
fucking awesome guy, and he comes up with some really kick-ass designs. He also does all the video and audio work. So if you've enjoyed any of the VA videos, make sure that you give him a hey and a thanks, because he does some pretty fine fucking work. Okay. So what were the controls again? Okay. Fast strike, heavy strike, square and triangle. Okay, that kind of makes sense. It's kind of like Neo. Melee attack circle. Evade is X. Block with R1. Run with L1. Focus with R2. Okay. That kind of makes sense. Yun. Hello everyone. Yawn. LA, what's up? Thanks guys, alam ko nagdi-Diablo 2 kayo and you know, you guys stopped by pa rin. Salamat. Kung si Tabs hindi sumipot, wala na huyo na yan sa akin. Tagay na, siya yung nakikiusap sa game na to.
Do not forget my story, Senua. Because your darkness comes from hell, and your fate lies there. They say the burning of a corpse will take you straight to Hell's gate. But gods and the living will follow this path.
Wait guys, Mike is asking if this is available on PC, and I do not know the answer to that. Could somebody help out, please? If you guys could answer and let him know if well, I need to hear the voices, so SFX has to go down a bit. Voices have to be okay. This should be about right. Yeah, if somebody could answer Mike's question, please. Steam. Okay, great. Nice. Thank you. Thanks, Harold. Yeah, kasi I have no idea.
Across the eastern sea and find a road that leads north and down through deep, dark valleys. After 9 nights of riding, you will follow a great river and will find a bridge covered in gold. The path to Helheim goes from there, across the river of
9 nights of riding cock. Okay. Okay. Is there a map that I need to be aware of? They're coming, cowards, get out. Oh god. Who is they? Why isn't she running? Okay. What the fuck?
Darkness is coming. Yearns for life. Hungers for it. Like a pack of wolves on a hunt.
The color is pretty fucking creepy, yeah. Like the way they mix things up is fucking great. I mean, it gives you that sense of dread, like the game makes you feel like you're doing something wrong, because you know how the character said, why isn't she running? And I realized I was wading in the water and not doing shit, right? So I tried running. But you know, it kind of prompts you without spoon feeding you, which is pretty cool. I'm not the one moving the camera, by the way.
The place they call Helheim.
Okay, so this is... It's an actual head that she has with her, okay. She looks like a kid, though. She looks like a kid with fucking tribal paint on her face. Like, I like how they didn't sexualize her at all. Like, you know, I'm not one of those fucking neo-feminist psychos, but it's nice to see, like, a heroine who isn't really a warrior, right? Like, she obviously is too skinny to be one. But, like, zero sexualization, right? It's a welcome change. I'm happy with that.
The goddess Hela holds his soul there.
I'm coming. I'm the one sexualizing it, sorry.
Dillian,
Dillion. Okay, so Dillion is her fucking like man dick, right? Back for Blood Brogan that ah, okay, yeah. I think I saw some videos about it. It's by the same team that did Left 4 Dead, diba? Okay. So this area is shallow, right? Like I can wade around in it. There's no map, and I can't seem to attack. Is it because I don't have a weapon yet? Or I just can't? No, I just can't. Guess she has a sword, doesn't she? Like, she has a sword with her. So you can't, like, swing it around for no reason. Okay. Well, there's a fucking house. I guess we have a look and see what's going on there.
Bridge to Helheim. I forget its name. She forgets too. But she does remember that only the dead may cross it. That part wasn't so easy to forget. The old fool said there was a hidden path into it.
Hidden path, okay.
Let's see, shall we?
I kind of wish there was combat right away, though. Like... So is this the bridge to Helheim? And we need to find, like, the hidden path to it? Oh, there's another one of those, like, stone obelisk things, right? Oh. Let's see what's up with this one.
The Northmen speak of 9 worlds. The world of men they call Midgard. Sky gods dwell in Asgard. The gods of earth, harvest, wind, and sea dwell in Vanaheim. The good elves dwell in Alfheim. The evil ones dwell in Svartalfheim. The mountain giants dwell in Jotunheim. The fire giants dwell in Muspelheim. Niflheim is the world of ice and darkness. Only the dead dwell in Helheim. And that is where
Okay, so this is all exposition. This is all fucking narratives and stories and shit, right? At this point, at least. So, sort of setting the tone. I guess they had to include it in such a way where it didn't feel out of character or out of place, which is why they put it in, like, rune tablets like that. So the exposition is there, and it still feels a bit natural, because, you know, you can't assume that whoever plays the game already knows a lot about Norse mythology. Like, I know a little bit about it, so I'm not entirely lost. The premise isn't lost to me, but, you know, obviously if you're not an avid reader, or if you've never really dabbled in reading about Norse mythology, never played any games about it, then you'd be clueless. So yeah, it's a good way of explaining, like, the backstory, I guess, like painting that backdrop for people to be able to appreciate it.
You don't know where you're going.
Yeah, you're damn right. I don't know where I'm fucking going. Hey, you know, I don't think we've ever had 10 people on at the same time. Like, I know I've been doing this for a while, but it's always like the same people all the time. So, seeing a few other people here, that's always good. Thank you.
What's she waiting for? Do you know where you are?
Yeah, how's the game so far? Is the Dave, I wish I knew. Walang combat. Hey, Pao and Paul, thanks for joining.
Why did she do that? She shouldn't have done
Wala pang combat. It's all been storytelling.
The hidden path.
Okay, so this is the path. Looks like a generic hidden path, though. This gives me, like, really strong God of War vibes. Touch it. My god, everything here sounds vaguely sexual, or is it just me? Are you playing with headphones on? Yes, I am. Yep, I'm playing it with headphones, yung JBL ko.
I was just hiding. Find I live longer that way. Where is it? The bastards catch me again. Never! Wait. Who are you?
It's just a memory. Truth? Is that you?
Has Paul played this? I'm not sure. He and I were chatting about it recently. Maybe he got it na rin, because I did mention it was on sale. So it's possible that he already got it na.
An old fool.
truth is my truth.
It's good to see you again. You kept your vow.
Guide you in this life and the next.
I love the cinematography. It's fucking awesome.
If I may walk with you.
Tell me your stories again, old friend. I'm listening.
The runes seal the gates to hell. Focus your inner eye, and you too will see what's hidden in plain sight.
I can see one.
Hold it in your mind's eye. Find one like it to open the gate.
What? What happens if you fuck us? No, seriously, guys, that's what it sounded like, right? I mean, if you're watching this with headphones on, that's exactly what it fucking sounded like. Tell me I'm wrong. Supposed to focus on it, right? What am I focusing on? Okay, this whole focusing thing is kind of weird. Okay. Focus. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm fucking focusing, right? Is there something I'm supposed to be focusing on? I assume it's the rune, right? Ah, am I supposed to align the outline with it? It's not letting me open it. Okay. So what am I doing? I have the headset on. I'm guessing the voices are supposed to tell me what I'm supposed to be doing, right? Or am I standing too close? Comments. Based on the reviews, parang one of the main highlights in sound design. Baka you have to align it for. Yeah, yun nga eh. Nakikita ko rin yung outline. Pero let's have a look around. You know, like that weird rune symbol. What am I supposed to line it up with? Just said focus eh. Well, I'm lining it up with the rune itself, right? Is it supposed to be like perfectly aligned, kaya? Like stand just the right distance? Because it gets smaller as you walk away, right? So what the fuck? Okay. This is not making any fucking sense. What am I? Am I expected to still be here? Okay. Hey, no, parang the outline is already aligned with it, right? Immersion. What the fuck? Okay, wait, let's have a look around. Maybe there's somewhere else that I can focus this shit on.
You will find it.
Yeah, and it's near focus and you shall find it. It's almost like it can fucking hear me, right? Ayun.
Look towards the gate. When the gate will open.
Okay. Man, that was fucked. Like, I found it completely by accident. That was fucked.
Go through the gate. Go through it. It's dangerous. Follow it. It works.
Is this where the stream ends? And then we found it completely by accident.
6 years enslaved in hell. But I watched the Northmen. Learned their ways.
I know you did.
You listened when everyone else laughed. My people paid the heavy price.
It'd be funny if I was forced to quit dahil dun.
Together we
Blind run my dick down.
our fury.
I want to see what the combat's like. Can I fall? Can I throw myself off? Okay, I can't.
Joins us. She was trying to make them go away. Pretend they weren't real. But what is that? When we are always here.
I want to see what the fighting is like. That puzzle made no sense, though.
You can stand on the edge. Pretend it's going to be okay. But you know that death is near. Waiting for you to make that little slip.
Ay, gago, you're supposed to balance. Okay, I thought that was a cinematic. Curious ako sa combat. Hindi, may combat naman. Okay, so you're supposed to balance yourself on this thing. Okay, so it is pretty immersive. I thought that was like a cinematic.
You can't fall. If you fall, you will die.
No shit.
Just go.
It looked like a fucking cinematic, though. So even walking across planks here is a thing. Okay. Fuck. Ayos yun eh. That was pretty cool.
The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela. The world of the dead is ruled by the giantess, Hela. Daughter
Hey, Warren.
The gods feared her bloodline, banned her side and yet
Thanks for
watched
stopping
her
by, man. Thanks for stopping by.
So, as a child, the All-Father cast her down into Helheim and gave her power over those who die of sickness, age, hardship, and self-slaughter. In all of the 9 worlds, only Hela.
So guys, yeah, Warren doesn't speak Filipino very well. His partner does, but yeah, let's be accommodating of him, shall we, please? Thank you. Hellblade 2 is going to be an Xbox exclusive. Yes, that's what I saw. Welcome game. Yeah, the game's pretty good, man, and it's on sale right now. I think it's on sale till today. You might still catch it. It's like $6 on the US account. So I'd grab it if I were you. It's seems to be well worth it. Looks by the looks of it, I've played about maybe like a few minutes of it. It's pretty fun so far. It's one of those immersive games. I haven't gotten far enough to see what the combat's like, but I'm guessing it's pretty fun too. That's fucking ridiculous. Like even walking across the planks is an actual thing. Like, I thought it was a cinematic. So. What I've heard is that the game penalizes you for dying a lot. That's something Tabs, one of my friends, brought up. and I want to see in what manner it does it.
Stay back. Look at it. You have to open it.
The gate to hell.
Lori's next to me, so she'll translate. Okay, great, yeah.
Is that
Okay, there's a trophy called The Fight Begins that I've just gotten, so maybe that means we're gonna fight? It's like the most shallow fucking analysis ever, but yeah, maybe that's what it means.
the horrors lie behind that?
Eat Helheim divided.
She must find him. Shh.
We're probably gonna get our asses handed to us, but we'll see what it's like. While you're still early in the game, try. Let's see what the no, I don't want to. I want to be surprised. Like if I get to a point where I keep dying and eventually die too many times and see what it does, because the rumor is it permanently deletes your file. I don't think it's gonna do that, but I think it's gonna be like a heavy penalty on you if you keep dying. So I want to see what it's like, just out of like sheer morbid curiosity.
It's okay.
So Warren, this gives you an idea of how I spend my days off on days that I'm not dealing with random personal shit, right?
Just go back.
Wow, this game is permanent ultra nightmare. No, I don't think it is. Pero I know it imposes a penalty on you if you keep dying. Okay, here. So fighting. Let's see what it's like. Can you parry? Let's see what it's like. Ah, okay, you can. Pretty cool. Okay, and then the melee attack is like a kick. Okay. Okay. Parrying's kind of easy though.
Finish this. End it now.
See? Like it's effortless. It's a bit janky, really. Let's see what the other enemy types are like. Maybe there are more. Okay, so you double tap dodge to oh fuck. Oh fuck. Yeah, good. I guess I got ahead of myself. Maybe when there are mobs it's harder. Okay. Am I still in control? I don't think... I think that loss is scripted, though. Isn't it? Well, that fall wasn't scripted, so maybe this death isn't either. My god, look at the detail. It's the graphics are pretty intense. I like how they designed the whole aesthetic of it.
A vision of what's to come.
Ah, okay, I see. It is right now. It's taken hold.
Senua.
Ah, okay. So each time you die, it drives her
That's not reason.
further into batshit insanity, I guess.
And
Just
now
checked, and this is on the Xbox Game Pass. Oh, nice.
spread towards her head.
Well, that's good. You know, at least, yeah, you have something to play while keeping yourself busy. Have you been able to score a PS5 already?
All of her suffering will have been for nothing.
Excuse me.
It's just a matter of time.
Okay, Dave, sorry to disappoint, but the combat's pretty shallow. Let's see what it's like later on, like when there are more enemy types, I guess, or like a bigger crowd of enemies. Dark rot will grow each time you fail. If the rot reaches Senua's head, her quest is over. Okay, so Tabs, maybe you are right. Maybe it does permanently end the game, and all progress will be lost. Okay, that's not good. So each death brings you closer to going batshit crazy. Okay. Noted. Okay lang naman, maybe it's not that type of game. Yeah.
That is what Dillian taught her.
Dillian sounds like a weird name for a Viking.
Grow and soon it will take her soul.
Okay. Lori and I got a dog instead. Fingers crossed for a surprise Christmas present. Yeah. No, Lori's awesome. She'll probably get one for you.
And she will fulfill her.
And no, she didn't pay me to say that.
Whatever the cost.
Not every game needs to be DMC into it. Yeah, sa bagay. Buti yung ledge fall, di ka pa na penalized. Yeah, no, I think Tabs, the ledge fall was expected. I don't think, like, if it's your first time playing it, you will get caught by that. So, and the rot mechanic hadn't been introduced yet at that time, so it makes sense that it didn't count.
Fire, Zurt, and the god of illusion, Valravn, spill their blood to open the gate to Helheim.
Okay, so there are bosses.
The land of the dead.
So there are bosses I have to fight.
It won't open.
Okay, where are we going? If you're done streaming by 10,
Two gods first. Two gods, two gates.
sige.
She's going to die.
Valravn, ancestor of the seers and master of ravens. He hunts his prey with his powers of illusion and feasts on their remains. Follow the path to Valravn and defeat him in battle to earn his mark. The gate to Helheim
Okay, so
cannot be opened.
it's not as open-ended as I thought. So it'll force you to take on this area first. Okay. We'll do that then. I wonder what the rest of the combat's like. It's easy to lose track of where you are because there's no map. And everything looks the same. It's foliage and then fucking stones and then more foliage and then more stones. The lighting, it's dynamic, so that kind of makes sense. Like if you're traversing an area where there's no natural light or any other light source, then you're pretty much fucking blind. And you can't swing your sword or do shit outside of like predetermined combat areas. So I guess you end up walking into like a combat area without realizing it is how the game works. I'm wondering if you can heal, because there's no visual or like a meter indicating your health, right? So.
Illusion hides the path to Valravn. Don't trust your eyes. Find another way to see the truth.
Okay. Find another way to see. Okay. Are there interactables, like stuff I can climb, or? Hey, what's up, Ina?
What's that? It's a door. Push this. Push it, push it. Come on. Yes, you did it.
A creepy ass area where shit's gonna go down, though. The whispers sort of tell you where you're supposed to go. It's making fun of me for not being able to see it. Whatever it is. Can't interact with it. This thing's glowing like a weird blue. I wonder why. Ah, fuck me. And I can't go up from there. Yeah, fuck. Stupid. The light probably gives you an idea of where you're supposed to go, is what I'm guessing, because earlier it was like flashing red, right? And it sort of shows you where you're supposed to go. I don't know if it's the same with this, but... There are areas that glow like a weird blue. And the game was making fun of me for not being able to see something earlier. Yeah. Okay, so we tried... Oh, wait, that thing opened. What caused it to open, though?
It's funny. We all want to see behind the veil, don't we? Well, once we do, we mostly just close our eyes again and pretend that we saw was never really there.
Oh, no, actually, Vid, I was zooming in. When you hold the R2 button, it focuses. So you'll see sometimes it zooms in. Yung focus mechanic. So that's how you... I think that's your main method of interacting, or seeing what can be interacted with. So yeah, the times where it's too close over the shoulder, it's because I was controlling it. Okay. So far the game's pretty okay. Yeah, I'm liking it so far. It's pretty intriguing.
However hard she tried, begged.
Okay, why is it getting... Ah, shit. Combat? Fuck. Fuck combat. This looks like a door, though. Why can she not fucking open it?
This is the price she pays for seeing things differently. Because once you gaze into the relentless darkness, all that lurks within it can see you too.
Is this not where it came from earlier? Okay, din na hindi every corner may enemy. Yeah, syempre naman. I mean, I'm happy not to have to keep fighting. Otherwise, it's gonna be like playing fucking Dynasty Warriors. But, you know, it. Oh shit. Okay, it's a fight yet. Ah, big boy. Parrying's pretty easy, though.
You're close. You won.
Okay, so the riposte is different depending on whether you do a light attack or a heavy attack after. Oh shit. So that's the light riposte, and then the like the big hack is if you use the heavy slash. There, okay. Oh shit. Okay. Okay, so far it's pretty easy because the enemies come one at a time and they're pretty slow. Maybe it gets harder later on. Like those seem like the base level grunts, right? Warren, great atmosphere. Probably wouldn't play for hours on end, as I fear I'd keep hearing the whispers for the rest of the day. Yeah. Good thing there's no stamina holding you back. Yeah, good point raised, Tabs, because, yeah, otherwise it would be a bit limiting. But I think the whole idea is the game is more focused on atmosphere and world building, and it's more focused on, like, the narrative and the synesthetic appeal of the game. So as Warren pointed out, yeah, he's probably going to hear the voices, like the whispering, long after he stops. But yeah, it can drive you pretty nuts, especially if you play with a good headset. Align the ravens. Okay, so... Align the ravens. So what is this, another one of those like find the shadow puzzles? These are like line of sight puzzles from Resident Evil 7, right? Like the Biohazard reboot. Can we climb this thing? It's intriguing though, because here we get to see an aspect of game development that isn't always explored, which is puzzle mechanics. Yeah, puzzle mechanics can make or break a game like this. Like if the puzzle mechanics are too simple, then it's no fun. But if they're way too obscure or too obtuse, then it's kind of ruins it too. Align the ravens with a mark of Valravn. Okay, so I need to line it up with this. Where are the fucking ravens though? Are these the ravens? Can we move these things? Or can we climb up there? Ah, wait. Looks like we can climb up there. There's like a wooden thing over there, right? Maybe it's something that we get to solve later on. Like we gotta explore the surrounding area for it. Would be awesome if she had a finishing animation. Yeah, it would. Like a death blow animation. That'd be awesome. But the way they paint it, though, it's like she can handle a sword, but she's not like supposed to be parang Kratos, right? Maybe that's why they didn't give her one, or maybe you get one later on. The puzzles are a bit obscure because the whispering helps, but it's kind of weird because it doesn't really show you what you can interact with or what you can, you know, what environmental stuff can or cannot be made to matter in a puzzle like this, right? Because the outline disappears when I exit this area, so I'm guessing the puzzle is confined to this one area here. Because when I come back here, the outline returns, right? Like, when I focus on this thing again. So I have to trigger it all over again. And then we align, like, the puzzle markers, right? These things are glowing, though. It's almost like you can move them. Can you? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this thing wasn't open earlier, was it? Yeah, this thing wasn't open earlier. Does the game spoon feed you if you suck at it too much? Okay, so... Okay, that was pretty self-explanatory. But I swear that thing wasn't it wasn't open earlier, right? Or am I wrong? Did you guys notice if that wall was busted already? AFK to watch. Yeah, no worries. Ganda ng movement animation. Yes, the movement animations are beautiful. It reminds me a lot of God of War, but with a lot more like a lot more fluidity. God of War was awesome though, but the combat here, or the animations here, seem a lot more fluid. Maybe because there isn't much combat mechanics in the way, so they could focus more on like the atmospheric graphics, right?
Crossing into another world that looks the same but feels different. An imposter world. Where the forest itself is watching.
Forest itself is watching, so don't take a shit in the bushes. 100% I would though. Fuck. It'd be nice if they ever came up with a game where taking a shit and taking a piss were an actual thing. Maybe it's just me, I don't know. Warren, I didn't see it. I don't know, sobrang absorbed ako. Di ko din alam. Yeah, sorry guys, I honestly did not notice anything. Like, I didn't see if the wall was busted, so it could have been an oversight on my part. It very likely was. I mean, my observation skills are absolute shit. So general rule in games like this is, if something exists, it's there for a reason. Like, if something out of the ordinary exists, it's there for a reason. That's always how I treat games like this, right? So that staircase right there makes me think it's part of something bigger later on. Sometimes, of course, I'm wrong, but when there's something like out of place, or it seems like it was deliberately placed there, then it's probably there for a fucking reason, right? It's very disorienting, the way that the stages are designed. Since everything looks so similar, I feel it's easy to get lost. Or it's easy to lose track or lose your bearings, especially when you enter a new area. So if you're going to be playing the game, I suggest you play it with like a clear-cut game plan in mind. Like, what do I do when I enter a room? Where do I go first? Right? So it doesn't disorient you. And try to get a good feel of what the rest of the layout of the map is like, so you have more of a grasp of what's going on, right? Or what's going on in that room, or where you can go, what you might miss. Okay, so it's the same kind of puzzle. Same kind of puzzle. What happened while I was gone? Unlock any gameplay mechanics? No, I didn't. I just made it past like one of the puzzles. So far, we're trying to make it to that Valravn character. So these are line-of-sight puzzles, Dave, since you missed it. Basically, you need to find a way to line up your sight so that it all goes in a straight line from where you're standing, your vantage point, to the seal on the door. So we shall see if there is any truth to what I said about stairs.
If you hear the soul of Valravn, follow it, and it will lead you to him. But be aware of his illusions. You can't always trust your eyes.
Okay. Can you shimmy on ropes? It's making that creepy whispering sound again. The game encourages you to focus. When it does, I think you should listen to the game. Wait.
Challenge me.
I don't think that's the real one though, because the game just told you that, you know, you can't always trust your eyes, right?
He's gone. He doesn't know where to go. Where is he? It's all your fault.
It's coming from this side though. It is certifiably fucking creepy though. I've been watching since you started. Just forgot to say, oh, no worries, no worries. Hope you're doing fine, Anna. Thanks for stopping by. It's pretty tricky, yeah? So it did warn me about, like, illusions and shit, right? So maybe the stairs actually continue. It's like an invisible stairwell. Yeah, right. I don't think it's gonna be that obvious. Yeah, I was wrong. So that's... we need to get up there. The so-called Song of Valravn seems to be that weird Mongolian throat singing sound, right? Okay. I don't think it's going to ask me to go back to an area that I already came from. So it's definitely somewhere here. Wait, how do you get up there? She doesn't run very fast, does she? She runs like a fucking lame turtle. Okay, the weird singing's coming from here. Is this the same locked one that I saw earlier? Yeah, it is. Huh? Can I climb this thing? Apparently not. He's beyond this wall, though. He's beyond that wall. Yeah, I should get the woo for the game soundtrack. Yeah, it does sound like that fucking throat singing, right? Wait. Yeah, no, you need to line it up so we can open that fucking door. But I don't know how you're supposed to get up there. Clearly missing something here. That's the room that I came from, right? How did I get to that area with a fake thing, right? So this is the locked thing. How did I get to the other side earlier? Really is easy to get lost, isn't it? Does this mask have anything to do with it? Like, it's not interactable though. Okay, wait. This I recognize. I recognize this area. Okay, this is how I got here. The game, does it have a map? Good question. No, it doesn't. You're kind of screwed basically if you get lost, or if you have really bad sense of direction, then you're kind of fucked. Huh. So this is where I got lost, or this is where I made it earlier. Is there somewhere to squeeze around? Yeah, these things probably have something to do with it. You can't destroy them, eh? That looks like a beam that you can cross. The question is, how do you get up there? Mas healthy ka sa akin. How the fuck do you... Wait, there's that phantom thing again. See that, like, off in the distance? You see him there? So that's where the fucking Mongolian throat singing's coming from. Okay. See, it's weird. There are areas that were blocked off earlier that suddenly mysteriously seem to be interactable now. It's almost like the game's fucking with me. Like, it's gonna piss me off first and then suddenly open up. You guys notice that? Like... Is this an actual fight now? I don't think it is. Seeing that the game mocks me for being a fucking idiot, right?
Is she lost? Maybe the first time. Last winter, before the tragedy, she journeyed into the wilds of her native land, living off berries, roots, rabbits. It's not uncommon, you see. We call such a person a Gaunt. Some, like Truth, become Gaunt in search of penance. Others, like Senua, to purge a curse. Those who make it back are forever changed.
It's funny how the voices in her head are like low-key making fun of her. Right. Okay, so you can unlock shortcuts. Okay. Exactly, right? You can jump across the wall, but then it kind of forces you to do it a certain way. I wonder what the boss encounters are like, because this Valravn character is supposed to be a boss, right? It said you have to kill Cert and that guy. Oh. Beam crossing. Okay, so... Nobody's fucking giving anything up, bitch. It's funny how games always have that, and I don't think they're ever going to get rid of that, no matter how realistic games have gotten over the years, over the decades. Like, there's always going to be that factor of a game having an area where you can easily traverse, but then it forces you to kind of uncover things first, right? Okay. I don't get what these arcs are supposed to be.
She can get up now. What's happening? She can get up now. How can she get out? Must be magic.
Ay, oo nga, no? The stairs are complete. You see that?
Valravn. How can she get out? Wait. It's him. Dark magic draws her closer. It's not.
Oh, okay, wait.
It's not him. It's a trick. She's doing it on her own. He's not tricking her. It's magic. It's an illusion.
Wait, there were stairs there just a minute ago. You saw that, right? You know, all of a sudden it's there and it's not. Ah, when you look at it through this thing, it's there. Tangina. So I wasn't imagining it. Like, you have to look at it through these like little arcs. See, it's not there, and it's there. It's not there, and it's there, right? That is so fucked up. That is really fucked up. Tangina, this game is gonna drive people legit batshit crazy. Like, people are gonna think they're going nuts when in fact, you know, what they saw actually happened. That's pretty clever, though. like good use of like environmental shit to get things done, right? See, the stairs are actually there. So I was right. That's what the stairs were. See, if something exists in a certain area and it seems like it was put there deliberately, then it likely was. See, these were the incomplete stairs, and I was joking about there being invisible stairs, but then, oh god, shit, I feel like such a fucking legit genius now. Eat my dick! Alright, there. Yeah, Diva. Pretty clever how they came up with that. But it's funny that I was right. Like, I was second-guessing myself already, and I thought I was wrong, but then turns out I was absolutely correct about what those stairs were, so... Makes sense. Invited to Party by Frey. I wonder what Frey's playing, though. Ah, he probably thinks I have Diablo as well. I don't have it yet. Sorry, Frey. I'll join when I actually buy a copy of the game, which probably won't be for another couple of weeks.
We picture fear, and we think of a shadow in the woods, creature in the night. If only it were that simple.
This is
Kind comes without warning.
this is getting really enjoyable.
Signals from within. A reminder that just because you cannot see the threat, it doesn't mean that it's not already here.
Drew says there's always another route. Find a way. Go round. Find your own path a different way.
This looks like a combat area, though. Everything's like shrouded in darkness. Look at it. Yep, pretty sure this is a fucking combat area. Okay.
It's nearly over. Finish it. Don't let them get behind you. Keep them alive.
Like, it's almost impossible to miss parries, though. Ah, shit, they can parry then. Okay. So they can parry as well. The combat seems almost like a quick time event, though.
She finished him.
Diba. It seems almost like a quick time event where you just have to react to whatever the fuck's going on. I can't say it's bad. I mean, it works well with the immersion aspect, and I don't really want the combat to be like super difficult. It'd be nice if the bosses had like different unique attacks, because you guys probably played God of War 2018, right? Most of you. Combat there was pretty ho-hum until you get to the Valkyries. Like, I remember I sucked at it at first, the first few times. Like, the Draugr kept killing me. But then I got it, you know, I just suddenly got better at it, and only the Valkyries were a proper challenge when I finally stopped playing. Well, the Valkyries and the fucking Muspelheim trials, the fucking annoying. I had to have Dave do that for me.
Do you know what it's like to leave everything behind? Your home, loved ones.
Whoa. Oh shit, I thought it was an enemy.
Head deep into the wilds, perhaps never to return.
Wait a minute. Isn't this where I was earlier? It
Because
is.
when darkness speaks, it changes everything, turning home into a foreign land and loved ones into strangers.
What the fuck? Isn't this where I was
Exile makes
earlier?
sense when you realize that you were never really home in the first place.
Oh no, it isn't. It's a different area. Okay. shit, the game has me feeling like I'm going around in circles, like unsure of where I'm going. Okay, it's another door. So what, I'm gonna have to line shit up again? Wait, there's a bunch of ravens here. Maybe this is the actual fight already, like the Valravn fight. Let's see. Ganyan nangyari sa akin.
The sun. Valravn. Valravn's sun. It's over here. It's over here. Is that? It's over there. No, it's here. There's
Focus on where the song's coming from.
Listen, focus, listen. It's magic. It's magic. It's an illusion. She's been in forest like this before. This reminds her of somewhere. The forest. Where? Which
The song's
forest?
coming from there.
Forest in the wilds. The wilds. She left alone. She went to the wilds a long time ago. Why did she go to the wilds? She wanted to fight her own darkness. She thought she could beat her own darkness. Did she beat her darkness? No. It nearly killed her, but she tried. Druth. Druth helped her. If it wasn't for Druth, she'd be dead. She can't beat her own darkness.
So is it Druth her loved
She
one,
wanted
or
to
is
marry
it
Cain.
is it fucking Dillian? I'm confused now.
But it didn't work. She thought her curse would affect him. She thought her curse would spread to him. She thought she'd bring the darkness to him too. She nearly died.
It's funny because she can obviously reach this wall, right?
Druth helped her.
Like she's tall enough to. Can she jump? She jump across? She can't. It doesn't look like that wide of a gap. Fucking dumbass. Of course, take the longer way. Fucking numpty. Isn't that odd? So I can climb that, but I can't climb the other stuff? Or can I climb this? Oh god. Fucking confusing. Okay. Sorry guys, it's confusing as fuck. Oh wait, is this a ladder? Oh no, it's not, it's a pole. Are you lost? Yeah, no shit, I'm fucking lost. God. But much worse, Harold, yeah? Well, I'm not entirely surprised. I mean, the game's pretty fucked up, so... Wait, there's one of those circle things, those, like, portal things that change stuff, right? So, maybe there's a way up. Realistically, there should be. I mean, come on. The boss fight better be fun, because making it to him wasn't. It's annoying. The boss fight better be unique. Meron yung arch kanina, baka same thing. Yeah, that's what I suspected then. I saw a couple of them, but the thing is I can't reach them. I can't reach the arches, right? Pretty goddamn tricky, isn't it? And it's hard to tell which stuff you can interact with too. So that's kind of a bit of a downer. The camera can get a bit dizzying because you're always alternating the depth of field, right? So not sure this game is for me. Story and keeping an eye out for what's real and what isn't. Yeah, oh no, I know what you mean. This is more of a narrative-driven kind of game, I think. So, yeah, I don't think it's something you're gonna enjoy. I mean, you'll probably enjoy it, but not enjoy, right? Okay. This looks like a new area. I don't remember the stairwell from earlier. Oh, all of a sudden the bridge is fixed. Okay. All this tricky bullshit. It's doing it on purpose to confuse you. So pros and cons about design like that is it's nice because it keeps you on your toes and it fits into the narrative of Valravn being supposedly like a master of illusion or something like that. But it kind of gets gimmicky after a while and it gets a little bit repetitive. I mean, I'm not exactly liking how it keeps happening, right? Okay, so false wall. Obviously there's a way through there. So see, stuff like that. Once you've figured it out, it kind of that's it. That's basically it, right? Like now the wall's open. So clever because it fits into the narrative, but as a gameplay mechanic, it doesn't do much for longevity because it's a one-trick pony basically. Once you've seen it, that's it, right? Obviously there's going to be more puzzles and more confusing stuff later on, and it blends nicely into the narrative of the character suffering from psychosis or something like that, but it can only go so far with a shtick like that. You know, it's like I said, it's a one-trick pony. So we'll see how the rest of the game plays out. So far, I'm seeing it as both good and bad in that regard, right? Like in that regard, it's a nice way to press the story forward and stay within the plot, but
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous, but others fair. But there was another
being high simulator.
Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Okay, nice little narrative explaining some Norse mythology there. Is it going to push the story forward? Is this room of any relevance to me if I already know that? Can I climb this fucking thing? I mean...
Ymir was a frost.
Oh yeah, I already know that. Shut up.
Being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark.
I'm already hearing
Of his
voices.
daughters and granddaughters, Some were monsters.
The game is confusing. It's trippy, and like I said, it's great for the narrative. It's great for immersion, but the game's gonna have to do a lot better than that for it to be something worth replaying or even finishing. Be honest, it's not that I'm setting the standards too high, right? It's basically there has to be something more compelling than that. It's great. It's a good way to propel the narrative forward, but games have to have something a little bit more than just that. It can't be just that. Especially since, you know, the game drives a very nice and promising plot, right? Okay, there's humming coming from that side, so we still have to make it there. Walang impact yung fall. Oh nga, weird eh. Give it more time. Yeah, I agree. You know, I'm not gonna judge the game too hastily, but from what I've seen so far, I really hope there's a little bit more to the narrative complexity than just that shtick, right? I mean, I'm not trying to be a downer or make it sound like, oh no, the game's not cool enough. It's great. I love the direction that the game took in terms of like mechanics and overall cinematography and the plot and the way that exposition is done. It's great. But yeah, like I said, we'll see how the rest of the game plays out. The segments like this can get a bit dragging, honestly. There has to be more to that room that I just uncovered. It can't be it. Like, there has to be more. Yeah, it's hard to tell, especially since like it doesn't clearly mark it. Diba? It's not like God of War where you can see clearly which environment stuff you can interact with in terms of climbing and sticking to it and stuff like that. So I kind of wish they made it a little more clearly defined, because running around in circles in a fucking jungle like this isn't really fun. Like, that's not my idea of fun. Yeah, we need to find an arch again that will undo or generate a bridge. Wait, there was one? You saw one? Wait, let's have a look. Thanks, Vid. Oh, by the way, I don't mind you guys calling out if you see something that I obviously missed. Like, feel free. Like, that's a general rule. I'm not gonna have like a no backseating rule, because that's for fucking pretentious dicks. And I've dealt with quite a few pretentious dicks regarding backseat gaming already. They can all go choke on my dick. Fucking wankers. Near the bridge, where? The arches usually emanate that weird golden glow, right? Wait, back up a bit. Back up where? I'll keep my eyes peeled, though. Dude, like, seriously, the whole point of streaming, especially if you have friends watching, is for you guys to fucking have fun together. And, you know, for you guys to help one another out. If a person is too good to get help, then they shouldn't be fucking streaming. Plus, nobody likes watching somebody, like, struggle for a fucking hour and a half, right? So, if a person thinks they're too good for tips and stuff like that, they can eat my asshole. Ooh, where did that fucking thing go? Wait, maybe we can get a better vantage point if we stand here. It's coming from here. Like, the humming is coming from here. Kala ko yung burning thing yung arch. Ah, close enough. Help by not helping. Well, that depends, no? In Monster Hunter, that is perfectly viable. Like, if you suck, then just stay at the camp. Come to think of it, you know, if my PS had space, I'd reinstall Monster Hunter just to fuck around with it. It's a great game, even until now, you know. And I can't even say that I'm any good at it. I mean, I'm probably decent, but... Jesus, I'm lost! Fuck. There's gotta be something to that room that we unlocked. This bridge, obviously. There's gotta be a way to regenerate it or something. You know what? Let's go back to that room where we were. See if we missed anything out. There's probably something that we missed. And knowing this game, it's probably lying in plain fucking sight anyway. Wala sobrang engaged sa D2R. Yeah, you know, I can't blame them. They did wait for the game for a while, and it's a great game. Which I will eventually get around to playing. Don't worry, I'll join you guys soon. Nag-addict pa rin ako sa MHW. Yeah, because, yeah, discovering a new weapon in Monster Hunter is kind of like discovering a new game altogether, you know what I mean? It's that much fun, and it's that much more varied. So I really can't blame you, Paul. I mean, it's an awesome way to reignite your enjoyment of the game. Like, and that's another thing that I see this game sort of struggling with, right? Once you've beaten it, I don't know if it has multiple endings or if there's anything else to look forward to once you've beaten the game. But obviously this is, oh, wait a minute. Can she jump? Ah, apparently not. Like, okay, so back to what I was saying about replayability. Games that are exclusively narrative-driven struggle with longevity, right? It struggles with being appealing after you've beaten the game. So I'm interested to see how this game does it, because so far it looks like it's purely narrative. So I want to see how it does it.
Ymir was a frost giant, a being of darkness, and all his sons and grandsons were dark after him. Of his daughters and granddaughters, some were monstrous.
Can you climb that beam?
But there was another who came from the ice. Buri. In shape, he was like a man, big and powerful. His son, Bor, took a fair giant to be his wife, and they had 3 sons. Odin was the eldest, and the Northmen hold him to be the foremost of the gods, the All-Father.
Door ba yung glyph? No, it's not eh. The glyph isn't a door. The glyph is it's like a narrative point, right? I'm wondering what this hollow thing is. If there's a way that I can climb it, or because you can't really tell, and I don't want to run around fucking mashing the interact button, just seeing if I can or cannot interact with it. Because that's, you know, that's a pretty lame way to play the game. But if that's the only way to progress... Wait, there's the arch again. Maybe... Maybe if I look at another side of the map, it'll reveal something else. Kaso hindi, it only reveals something on the other side, right? Like that. See, it's illusory, and then it's there. There has to be a way up. has to be a way up there. Well, let's keep looking. Maybe there is something we can interact with. Does it only work for what's directly in front of it? Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, it seems it only works for whatever's directly in front of it. You know, here's another funny thing, guys. I have no idea how exiting the game works. Like, if I quit, do I go back to the very beginning of the game? Am I fucked if I suddenly decide I want to stop? Games like this have a nasty habit of doing that, like just butt-fucking you if you decide to leave it in the middle of a game, right? There has to be a way up there. Maybe it's a little more obvious. I don't think I'll see myself as a weeb sword user. Yeah. Only one way to find out. Nah, I don't think Paul's gonna enjoy the longsword, honestly. I didn't fucking enjoy the longsword. I just played it for fun when Pao was using it. Gave it a shot for a while. Oh, wait, maybe I can line things up from here. Can you? Like with the door? It doesn't look like you can, though. Fuck, this is getting frustrating. Can I interact with this thing? No, I can't. But the thing is, when I try to move here, I fall. Maybe there is a way to fucking... Is there a way to get across? Oh, wait. Like, the voices in her head are making fun of her, so I'm guessing it's a pretty obvious fucking solution that I'm missing. Like, it's probably right under my nose. This is where the fucking Emer story glyph is, right? It's getting annoying. Okay. Alright, game, you got me. I'm fucking confused. Where the fuck am I going? Oh, wait a minute. This wasn't here earlier. Yeah, was this thing here earlier? Oh, I think it was. Fuck. Eat ass. Seriously? Let's touch the door again and see if it gives us any more hints. I mean, I'm fucking at my wit's end. Venom was hinted kasi sa ending. Wait, ano yan? Sige, Vin, I'll give it a shot after I touch the door. No further hints, huh? So the game's just really gonna fuck me up. Well, let's try Vin's suggestion. Let's go back to that arch where we were earlier. I'd greatly appreciate it if she would run fucking faster. Like, run with a sense of urgency, for fuck's sake. Oh, the bridge is no longer here. What the hell? What happened to the bridge? Or was it a different bridge? Wait, I don't get it. What? There was a bridge there earlier. What the fuck happened? Excuse me. What the fuck happened to the bridge? Wait, are these things also like those weird illusion things? Ayun no, biglang meron ulit. Like it's there. Okay, so it's not just those round arches, it's these things too. Okay. So Vin, which arch did you want me to go through again? Because there's obviously something. Wait, there was an arch earlier in the gun. It's not just the round arches; it's also those like rectangular ones, right? Diba, Paul? They're fucking trippy. There has to be another arch that will reveal the bridge here because this is obviously where I need to fucking go, right? Okay. Let's calm our titties and solve this. I think I got it. Wait. It should reveal a bridge up there. Boom. See? There. Yon, and then now I can go back. Okay. Nice catch, Vin. Nice catch. Hey, thanks, Pao. Thanks, Pao. Yeah, I found the I found the arch. Man, this game is fucking trippy. Ayun, no, buo na siya. God damn, this is fucking trippy. Okay, there's an arch there. We obviously need to have a look at.
The ravens. They've gone. No, half of them have gone. They've gone. Some are still there. But where? Valravn's helping. It's not helping. It's true. Quiet. Can't think.
Out in the wilds, in the cold winter woods, she no longer felt fit for this world. She almost gave in to the darkness. She remembered Dillian's words. She remembered her promise. She resolved to fight on and kill that which had become a part of her.
Okay, so half of those fucking waypoint things are gone. Am I missing something else? Is there something else I need to be aware of? Wait, I'm confused now. How do I tell if I actually got rid of the fake ones? Okay, there. There. And on the other side, is there anything I need to be aware of? Like anything fake on that end? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Now I think I know what we need to do. It's that weird arch, this thing here. So there's this arch, and we need to make it. It's that arch over there, and it can cause the bridge to materialize where I need it to. Okay. Kinda hard to tell, right? So see this area. There's a bridge there. Okay. We'll probably make it to the first boss and then end for the night. The game's seriously driving me nuts. I mean, it's fun, but it's driving me batshit crazy. I mean, which is probably the end goal of the game anyway. Pretty sure that's what it's trying to do. Like, drive me fucking bananas, right?
The ravens. There's three. Where have we gone? She did it. What does it mean?
Looking back, I was so naive to think she could banish it on her own. The further she saw into the darkness, the more she struggled to see anything at all. And the glowing, the smallest hints of shape, sound, thought, grew in strength until they consumed her whole. Before she knew it, the darkness had her in its claws.
There we go.
Broken. The gate is open. Open. She did it.
Alright. We fucking rule.
When it comes to the darkness, it's like it doesn't want to kill her. Yet, oh Lord,
Sana, it's a boss now because I kind of want to see, like, what the bosses in the game are like.
she is at her weakest. Will it strike to kill? Will she find Dillian before her time comes?
I'm having fun with it. It's pretty solid. Pretty goddamn solid. Let us see what this is like. Ooh. Oh god, more fucking puzzles.
Overcome Valravn's final illusion to face his keep. I know you can do it, Senua. You have the sight.
We both saw darkness. We can fight it together.
Oh my god. I just want to fight something. Come on. Okay.
Speak to me, Druth. Tell me a story.
Senua, listen. I will tell you the tale of a man called Findan. The Northmen captured Findan's sister, and his father sent him to pay for her release. But they took his gold, put him in chains, and held him for a day and a night without food or water. Then they released him. I don't know why. Upon his return, his father's enemies in Erin set fire to his home. His father burnt to death, and his brother was killed. But he escaped with sorrow in his heart. His father's enemies offered redress for his loss and invited him to a feast. It was at a hall near the sea. But when he went there, they betrayed him to the Northmen, who enslaved him and took him to hell. 6 years later,
This is a fucked up story, eh?
landed on the shores of Orkney, burning all before them. And into that fire, Findan made his escape. What was Findan burnt away that day. But from the flames, the new man stepped forward, and Druth was born. Druth, the man that I am now. And though Findan never set eyes on his dear sister again, I, Druth, have found you, Senua.
I wish you could have seen my home before these dark times.
A pretty fucked up story, isn't it? Okay, so there's a wooden thing there. Across the beam. Yeah, now I agree with Dave that this is like being high simulator. It's like, whoa, was that there? Was that there? Did that really fucking happen? Okay, so now we have a shortcut and the bridge, so I guess we have to use it again and change. It's really confusing because it sometimes forces you to reuse the arches and make things appear and disappear. Like, see? Like, I need that branch to be there. There we go. Super trippy game. Super fucking trippy. Oh my god, here we go again with this fucking balancing act. I mean, it's not hard, it's pretty, like, the controls are pretty logical, but... fucking annoying. Okay, that was a hell of a lot easier than the other one.
Oh, wait, open. This darkness. I know it from the wilds.
Hey, later,
It's coming
later,
back for
Dave.
me.
See ya, Dave. I'll message you. Laters. Thanks for stopping by.
Are you too?
Okay, what happened?
I remember. It didn't end well in the wilds. It never does. You think you can overcome the darkness, make sense of it, and once relief settles in,
Strikes out now, throwing you helplessly back into the maelstrom, drowning the mind in fear, deeper, deeper, dragging you down so far.
Hellblade Senua's trippy adventure.
There's no coming back.
but there, in the darkness, she remembered what he told her.
Hear me. Reach out to me. Senua, take my iron mirror. Look into it, for it is a window into the underworld. Within, you will see the face of the darkness that you fear. And if you focus, like I have taught you to, you will also see that as much as the darkness has you trapped within its veil, it too is trapped within yours. Focus. Focus! Focus!
I see. I see you now.
Okay.
You led me to the wilds. You trapped me there.
So this is the boss?
Get out of the way.
Okay, let's figure out how he fights
They're
him.
winning.
We gago. Okay, so he has a long-range attack, like a projectile kind of thing. Okay. Oh, okay, so they can attack simultaneously. Fuck. Ah, you have to toggle between targets. Okay, so you have to. It happens. You can you can be engaged by more than one guy. Okay. So, okay, combat isn't as easy as I thought. And since I'm glowing red, I'm guessing I'm dying. Oh shit. Do I recover health when I parry? I'm guessing not. I mean, that would be too easy. Ah, fuck. Ah, gago. I died. Is there a way to recover?
She won't make it.
Ah, shit. Puta, parang hirap na mag-parry ah. Ah, fuck.
Get up quick.
Can I get up? Can I still get up?
It's not over. It's not over.
Ah, okay, so deflecting the projectile hits him and stuns him for a while. Medyo mahirap i-deflect ah. Pretty challenging. Okay, so the boss fights are fun. Gives me like serious Sekiro vibes.
She's nearly there.
Where'd he go? Ah, fuck.
He's stronger than you.
Tangin, ang dami. Okay. Fuck. Ah, shit.
Focus.
Am I dead?
You're stronger than me. Focus. She's injured. Focus. Now.
Wait, parang pag shadows na yata sila, that's you about to die.
Focus.
Ah, you have to focus. Okay. Huh.
I never beat you in the wilds, did I?
Eat my asshole.
It was an illusion. But not this time.
Paano ka nagre-recover ng health? Good question, hindi ko rin alam, bro. Whenever I'm down, I just mash all the buttons, and then she'd stand up. I think you recover with parries, or if you kill the enemies.
The mark of Valravn. One of the keys to the gate to Helheim.
Great.
Hold it in your mind's eye.
It's tricky, eh? I can imagine this being a lot more challenging on the higher difficulties. That boss fight was pretty challenging.
Every victory bringing her closer to defeat. Unfair, isn't it?
Yeah, matagal yung boss fight. I wasn't expecting it to be that much of a deviation from the normal encounters. So what did we learn from that fight? You can actually be attacked simultaneously, so you'll have to manage the enemy. So if you've ever played the Arkham games, or if you played Spider-Man, it's kind of like that, where you can parry pretty much, but you have to be focusing on the right enemy. So you have to adjust your focus by moving the right analog stick. There's no like reticle, so it doesn't really tell you when you're focusing on a certain enemy, but it sort of gives you an idea because the camera focuses on that one particular guy, right? Focus. Yeah, legit first try, so I'm pretty proud of that. Although I didn't jack up the difficulty. This is just on medium, if I'm not mistaken. Great. So there's 2 doors. Now I'm confused. Which way am I fucking going, right? Because there's no goddamn map. Fucking hell. Now I want to know what happens if I exit the game. Am I required to finish this in one go, or? Wait, this looks like the door that we opened, right? Yeah, this is where we fucking came from. Mental health game. Says yeah, hey man. Thanks for dropping by. Have a peek. What kind of fucking game we decided to torture ourselves with tonight? It's actually loads of fun so far. That boss fight was fun. I wish there was a way to replay boss fights, or at least save before them so you could replay them, because that was pretty fun. That was pretty fucking intense. It isn't difficult, but it was definitely a big different experience, vastly different experience from what we encountered in earlier combat scenarios.
And then she saw them. Elusive. Shifting faces. After a while she could see the faces.
Bang for buck price. Hell fucking yeah, bro. Got it for fucking $6. Granted, the game's old. I mean, it's been around for a while, like 2.5 or 3 years, right? But fuck, the important thing is we had fun. Yeah, that's really what matters. The main reason I hold off on getting games until they're much cheaper, like if they're on discount, is because, for starters, I'm a cheap motherfucker, right? And secondly, oftentimes games are not as replayable as I'd want them to be. like to justify the purchase. It isn't like Monster Hunter where I wouldn't have minded paying full price for it because it's, you know, it's just so replayable.
Senua, you have the sight.
Hey, good night, Paul. Good night. Thanks for stopping by, bro. I really appreciate it. We'll catch you again next time, man.
You can see into the underworld. The underworld and all the souls within it will see you. Don't be afraid when they speak to you. I will always be here to guide you.
I'm almost done that end, guys. I'll probably end it here, just so that, you know, the usual gang can still watch. I may stream this again sometime early next week, possibly Tuesday. Tomorrow I have other commitments, so I may not, I might not stream. I might not. It really depends. We'll see how it goes. But I'll definitely have a chat with the usual fellas, and I'll post it on my timeline if I plan to stream maybe a day beforehand, so whoever wants to watch can sort of make time. This is a bit of a benchmark for me now, because we had quite a few people pop in. It isn't just the usual gang. There's we had a few friends from outside of the gaming circle that actually joined, which I'm very happy about. I mean, I don't plan on turning this into like a full-time professional thing, right? But it's definitely great that we have other people joining us, and I'm very happy about that. I'm touched by the fact that you guys actually bother to fucking watch this shit. Because let's face it, I can be a bit of a dick. But yeah, genuinely appreciate it, all of you. Thank you. I will be exiting. I want to see what happens though if I exit. Let's exit and see, because I'm not willing to replay that shit, right? I'm not willing to do that again. Sad on-site now next week. Oh, fuck me dead. No. Okay, if we choose to continue, where do we pick up from? Hopefully it's not like right after the boss fight, right? I think it saves in real time, like wherever you are, as long as it's not in the middle of any dialogue. I think, right? I mean, I could very well be wrong. I've never really tried, but you know. Man, that boss fight was fun. It had some serious God of War meets Sekiro vibes. On site next week, Tabs. What does that mean in terms of your schedule? Will you be able to still watch if I stream at night? Oh, okay, so it literally picks up from where you leave off. Okay, so that's good to know. It's a bit disorienting though, because if you don't remember what you were doing before you exited to save, you're kind of fucked. Because then you're kind of confused as to where you're supposed to go and where you've already been, right? Because the game doesn't have a map, it doesn't have any fucking waypoint markers, so it really doesn't tell you where the fuck you're going. Yeah, it's pretty confusing. So I guess it really relies on you knowing the layout before you actually exit. But it's good to know that it sort of plops you right in where you stopped, right? It means wala na naman akong buhay pag weekdays. Oh my fucking god, that sucks, man. Well, tell you what, since I'm basically streaming this based on your request, I'll stream it on a weekend. All right, I'll stream it either on a Saturday or a Sunday, so you have time to watch. And we can do it in the morning or in the afternoon. Hopefully you have time then. Just let me know what your schedule is, man. I'm willing to work around it. Or if I stream on a weekday, I'll stream something else. I have other games I could play, so you know, I really don't mind doing that instead, so you can still watch. That'd be fun, because you know, it was at your request, and I really don't mind. I mean, the game is great, it's fun, I'm liking it, but it's not the kind of game that I'd actually play offline, simply because it's only well, no, it's not only fun, but it's more fun since I'm interacting with you guys, since, you know, I'm kind of dicking around with you guys, and, you know, we're all having fun fucking around with the game. It's something that I do on stream. If you guys are going to hang out, yeah, I'm definitely happy to do that, but it isn't something like Persona or Dark Souls or whatever that I'd actually play off camera, and that I'd actually invest a lot of time in getting good at, because the way I see it, from what I've seen in the game so far, is it's more narrative based than achievement or exploration based, right? Or even combat based. It's more about the story and like the psychological appeal of the game, since it is heavily rooted in the character having psychosis, right? It's the kind of game that's good to enjoy from it's more of a spectator game, in my opinion. I mean, that's just me, right? You guys know what kind of games I like. I like fighting games. I like fucking adventure games or cooperative games where you can further polish your skill and get better at the game, or even play it competitively with other people. Like, that's the appeal of Dark Souls to me. Like, PvP is what I enjoyed, right? And the fun part of this game is really the story and just having a go at it, and you know how the character and the plot evolves, and you know, you can really see the narrative moving forward in a variety of ways, right? It's not just the plot exposition, it's also like the environmental plot exposition, where you discover certain things that will push the narrative forward, or explain the backstory, or why you're doing what you're doing, or who the peripheral characters are in the whole narrative, right? And it's that kind of game. It's not like Monster Hunter, where you fucking keep grinding for better times, or develop new strats, or get better with a certain weapon. There isn't much skill development. Like, the combat, you can't even revisit fights at will, right? So you kind of just play when the game tells you to play, and you're solving ridiculous puzzles at the beginning before you actually can progress or get into the combat, which is really the meat and bone of a game like this. But I think this is more narrative driven, so it's not something I'll play off camera, definitely. Yeah, actually, bro, I agree. It is a perfect stream game. It's the kind of game that you can really get into with the people who are watching with you, because it's entertaining for them. So it's more of a spectator game than it is like a personally enriching game. It's not like say Monster Hunter fighting games, where you play it and each encounter is different, and each encounter is something that you really have to pour your focus into. And you know, fighting games are great for spectators as well, but this is more of a sit back and chill on a weekend kind of game, right? Lots of fun, but definitely not something you'd grind offline. I mean, at this point, I don't know if there are multiple endings, like if the game rewards you for playing flawlessly, or for finishing it in a certain time, or doing certain things as you complete the game. So we can't comment on that just yet. I can't really say for sure, but definitely it's you know, it's the kind of game that's more fun to watch than others, right? And I don't need to do much explaining, because I can't explain shit about the game either. Like, I can explain the game mechanics now, like how the combat works and what you need to do. Like, we discovered it along the way, like with that Valravn guy. When you deflect the projectiles, when you execute a perfect parry on it, it sends the projectile back to him, and he gets stunned for a while, and you can get a few more hits, right? So stuff like that I can explain. But in terms of explaining why the game is doing this or that or whatever, I'm as clueless as the next guy. So it's really fun, no? It's really fun for the viewers as much as for the player, right? And yeah, Tabs, I agree. The title screen is fucking gorgeous. It's simple, right? It's her face, but the detail there is gorgeous. Like, it's photorealistic. You can see the cracks in the face paint, so it doesn't look like she just perfectly painted her face with it. You can see the cracks, you can see the tearing in her skin, you can see like it has this nice visceral effect where it kind of emits like this weird eerie glow on the left side of her face, right? So it's well designed, and it really plays into that whole shtick, which is basically the game being about a person with psychosis. And you know, the Norse mythology backdrop is just gravy on top. You know, it's not what I expected. Excuse me, it's not what I expected the game to be. I expected the game to be sort of like God of War, where there was a lot of combat. I didn't expect there to be that much puzzle solving, but it's not in a bad way. You know, I kind of walked into it sort of 50-50. Like, I was expecting a lot of combat, but I was also expecting a lot of blindly walking around and figuring shit out. I was worried, actually, when we started, that it would be boring because it was mostly just walking around, right? But there was enough combat to keep it interesting, and, you know, for it not to be boring. The combat was fairly easy at the beginning, but then it started getting more difficult, and then it culminated in that particular boss fight where, you know, I discovered a lot of things about the combat and the complexity of the combat. So I imagine, okay, and this is just speculation at this point, because I haven't really played the game, right? I mean, one boss down, that's it. My hunch is that combat will get a lot more challenging with the later enemies, because in this particular side of the story, we were fighting like Raven-themed enemies, right? Like, so they were more bird-like and they were more agile and nimble. But the next one, Surt, in Norse mythology, is like a fire giant or something like that, right? So I'm expecting a lot more fire thematic elements to be present, and a lot more of the big burly type enemies. So hopefully that's what we get, or hopefully we get a good healthy mix of the two. That'd be really fun. Like, it'd be great if that's the kind of experience that the game has in store for us. I can't really surmise like how much longer the game is going to be. I mean, based on the narrative, it said I need to kill Valravn and Surt to open the door to Helheim. So we don't know if Helheim is that much bigger, or if getting to Helheim is the end of the game, right? So we don't know if the game is much longer. I'm excited to find out, but not so excited that I'm going to do it on my own, right? I'm happy that I was able to do this game blind. Like, I had enough interest in it to buy it on sale, but not enough interest for me to start it prematurely. You know what I mean? So it's I'm overall very satisfied with it. With that as a whole, like with the game as a whole so far. I have my gripes, I have my inhibitions about the game, but overall I'd say it's well worth giving it a shot, at least for now, you know. If it does end up being one of those one-off games, then I probably won't be playing it again, but if there are perks or rewards to finishing it more than once, I might revisit it, and we might polish the run. We might even speed run it if we get good enough. You know, we'll see how that goes. Wait, going back to the comments. Yeah, less backseat gamer since you're immersed. Yeah, honestly, my feelings about backseating are sort of ambivalent at this point, right? I don't mind people giving me tips. I really don't. In fact, I think that's a big part of streaming, is being able to interact with the people watching, whether they're friends in real life or people who are like just blindly hopping onto the stream. I don't really have people who just accidentally wander into my stream, because anyone who's watching is somebody I either know in real life or at least have spoken to on Facebook a couple of times, right? I'm not the kind of guy who'd take offense if somebody was giving me tips, especially when I'm obviously stuck, because I was saying this earlier. If you stream and you take offense at backseat gamers, then you're doing it wrong, because you should expect that. It's an interactive relationship that you have with the people watching. Otherwise, you might as well just have switched off your mic altogether and not talk to anyone, because there's no point, right? The whole point of being a streamer, playing to stream, is for you to interact with the people watching. And if they have suggestions or, you know, observations about the game, especially when you're stuck, I think that's your viewers looking out for you and wanting to see you go forward. It means they're interested, they're invested in the experience. They want you to move forward. They want to stay with you while you move forward, because if you get stuck, they're going to be, well, fuck it, I'm just going to leave and find somebody who actually knows what they're fucking doing, right? But that's just me. You know, other people, they're like, oh, no, you can't give me tips because I want to do this blind. Well, if you suck at the game, nobody wants to watch you suck for an hour and a half. I've said this before, and I'll say it again 1,000 fucking times, right? Nobody wants to watch somebody die nonstop for fucking 90 minutes, right? I mean, that's fucking boring. That's not entertaining. It's just fucking pathetic. I mean, why? Right? If I wanted to fucking suck at the game, I'd suck at the game in private, right? But yeah, may ibang weapon ba dito, Tabs? I do not know. I'll be honest. Mas masaya mag-backseat. No, guys, I appreciate it. Remember, when we streamed Castlevania, if it wasn't for you guys fucking giving me tips and shit, I would never have found that other room. Like, I never would, no? Yeah, no, bro. I'm not saying you're wrong in your opinion about backseat gamers. You're right. There are some backseaters who are annoying. Like when a player obviously knows what he's doing and somebody's giving stupid tips, then that kind of detracts from it. But I'm talking about streamers who react so negatively that they call people out for giving them tips. Like this happened to me, and I'm not fucking making it up. I was watching a stream one time, and this streamer, I'm not going to say who he or she was, right? But was dying constantly to the fucking Valkyries in God of War, right? And I pointed out a tip, and I said, look, when they do that flash, you can turn away so you don't get blinded and you don't get stunned, right? And this streamer called me out and said I was backseating. I was like, no, I'm giving you a tip because you're fucking dying nonstop and you're obviously not understanding what the fuck is going on. So I'm giving you a tip so that your viewers can actually start enjoying shit and stop watching you die. Because, you know, as fun as it is to watch the Valkyries stomp Kratos' fucking throat in, it does nothing for the quality of the stream, right? And people are going to leave eventually. So yeah, that's where that comes from. You know, that's where my my opinion on backseating comes from. If it's a genuine tip and it's not a spoiler, it's for a fight that you're already in and clearly struggling with, right? Then take it. Right? I mean, that's viewers looking out for you. It's viewers giving you pointers because they don't want to watch you suck. But if it's somebody who keeps barking out things when you're obviously trying to figure it out and spoiling the game, I can understand why streamers would mute something like that. I mean, like, case in point, I have a friend named Harold who was here on the stream earlier, and he had played this game already, right? And he was giving me a bit of a teaser of what the game had in store for me. And I kindly, like, I just asked him, I'm like, hey bro, I've please don't tell me what it is, right? Because I've never played the game and I want to preserve the blind experience. And Harold, you know, because he's a great guy and I know him in person, right? He said, yeah bro, don't worry, I won't. So I'm like, okay, done, case closed, right? But if he was here, or if anyone else was like, blah, 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 this and that, you're going to encounter this, and the first boss is a doozy, and blah, 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 and the combat is going to, you know, I'd tell the guy to piss off, right? I don't care. Get fucked, you know? Leave this fucking stream. We're trying to enjoy it blind. But if it's a tip for somewhere I'm already at and stuck, right? I don't mind. And nobody should. Nobody in their right fucking mind should, right? Marco, sumagi na ba sa isip mo maging radio DJ? Fuck no. No, bro, no, I can't. For the very simple reason that I would probably get sued, arrested, or both. Just because of the way I talk, right? The way I talk is like this. I'm very foul-mouthed. I use expletives. I use expletives a lot to convey emotion or to convey a thought or to put emphasis on something I'm saying. If I were to do that, like on a national broadcast, I would get fucking sued and fined that whatever money I'd make would just go to paying lawyers and paying off fucking court fines and shit, right? I admit it might be fun because I do have a passion for music and I like talking about random stuff, but I can't see myself being the kind of DJ that this country likes, which is yung mga pakwela or, you know, like trying to be cute when they really sound like fucking dickheads, right? So I can't see myself doing that. I can't, honestly. And that's another reason why I can't... Matthew, you can try doing podcasts or something like that. Good point. Yeah, I very well might look into that eventually. If this takes off, you know, I was considering doing something like this because I like interacting with people. I mean, I was in training for a while and I was in recruitment and I was in a lot of people-facing kind of roles with the jobs I've already worked, right? So it would be fun. The only thing that's holding me back from doing it on a full-time basis is like I could invest in it and get good gear and like really spend time and effort promoting my streaming and you know, get into podcasting and start promoting that, but I can't see myself doing that simply because the way you make money from that generally is from ad revenue, and I can't see myself being ad sponsored because let's say somebody does, right? I'm going to be forced to talk positively about a product that I don't necessarily, a product or service that I don't necessarily like, right? Like if somebody fucking wanted to sponsor me, it would have to be a ridiculous amount of money for me to sell my dignity like that. Because even when I was doing vape reviews, I really wouldn't like take a product for free and give it a positive review just because I got it free. Like, the caveat was always, if I get it for free, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna say whatever the fuck is the truth about this, right? If it sucks, it sucks. And I lost a few friends like that. Some friends kind of were jilted when they did that. I really don't give a shit, right? I'm not gonna whore out my integrity for that. So, you know, if I lost any friends because of that, they're lost, not mine. Dave, how was the game? Did you progress? Yeah, I did. I beat the first boss. It was pretty fun. You should, when this stream goes on VOD, like the recorded version of it, you should have a look. It was pretty fun. It was pretty intense. It was very Sekiro meets God of War. Samuel Zeke, thanks. Matthew, yeah, it's true. It's like the coldest water bottle. No, but Debatabs, I mean, the whole point of me doing this is to have fun with people. I mean, yeah, I could be making money off of it. Yeah, I could do that. But, I mean, when I see people doing it now, and I see the marketing tricks that they do and the advertising whoring that they have to do, right? So let's talk about it separately. Advertising. Obviously, the way that streaming makes money, right? Plugging products and getting sponsored and shit like that. I'm never going to say something positive about something that I don't feel positively about personally. Like, if I don't believe in something, I'm not going to say I do. And if somebody asked me to do it, it would have to be a ridiculous fucking amount of money. Like, an obscene amount of money for me to consider that. And obviously I'm not famous, so I can't demand that. So that's definitely not going to happen. But anyway, marketing. So let's talk about that. And I'm going to get a lot of flack for this if this ever goes public, right? A very popular streamer posted something quite controversial about fortune telling, right? And this person was reading tarot cards, talking about the political candidates that we have for the upcoming elections in 2022. The ad was very, or the post was very one-sided. Yeah, it was very one-sided. I really don't give a shit about local politics. I mean, I'm not going to involve myself in arguments about that. But obviously, it stirred up a reaction from a lot of people. It went viral. A lot of people loved it or hated it. But either way, it got a lot of traction. And then that evening, there was a stream from this person. 2 evenings after that, there was a stream where that streamer was taking donations for card pulls. I mean, it was obviously a marketing ploy to get viewership and get donos, which I am never going to do. Like, I am never going to fucking trick people into feeling a certain way or say something or post something or recommend something just to get a reaction out of people so that more people would have a look. If people want to see good gameplay, they can watch. If people want to see cock-sucking, they can watch somebody else, right? I really don't give a fuck. And that's always going to be my stance on it. Again, that's just me, right? Yeah, I'm never going to be a people pleaser, right? I'm not going to suck someone else's asshole just so that I can make money. And whoever, you know, I said it there. I said it on a stream that I'm not going to take down, you know? Love it or hate it. People can make of it as they will, because that's always how I'm going to feel about it, right? When it comes to streaming, I think those who are here know that about me already, and they know for a fact that I'm not gonna change my opinion on that. Like I said, it's gonna have to be a ridiculous amount of money for me to whore myself out like that, like a genuinely obscene, disgusting amount, and that's obviously not going to happen because I don't have either the looks or the personality for it. I have the skills maybe in some regard to a certain degree, but yeah, skills don't get anywhere. People want boobies, people want looks, people want a shtick, right? And I'm not going to give you a shtick where I dance or I stream and cross-dress or whatever fuck, right? You guys are always more than welcome to hang out if you want to see gameplay, old games, new games, fucking ancient games. I really don't give a shit. If you guys just want to hang out, I'm happy. You know, that is more than enough to make my day. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I think I've said my piece. We've talked about the game quite a bit. I had lots of fun. You know, I'm honestly surprised that you guys stayed. Right? Yep, exactly, Matthew. Just because a famous person said it, they're gonna eat the product up. I mean, they're gonna jump on it like a bitch in heat, and that's not my thing, right? I'm not a hype person. I'm gonna call it as it is. People will like it, some people will not. I really don't care. I didn't drop any names because I don't want to get sued, right? But That's always going to be my take on streaming, and that's not going to change unless, like I said, ridiculous amount of money. But I keep saying that because really, if you think about it, that's why these streamers do what they do, because they're in it for the long haul, and there is a ridiculous amount of money. It's a multi-million peso industry in the Philippines because it's not a gaming industry. You have to realize that. Anyone who's still here and has any dream of streaming has to realize it's not a gaming industry. It's not a gaming thing, right? It's a marketing thing. It's an advertising thing. That's why it makes that much money, because of advertisers and because of the marketing deals that people come up with, right? Brand tie-ins, cross-platform hosting, like getting somebody to host on a podcast or on the radio or for a live event or whatever. That's how things happen. About. Hey, it says yeah, man. I'll definitely look forward to it. Really appreciate that. Yeah, it's all about the market, giveaways and shit like that. No, I'm not gonna give shit away. Fuck. I mean, guys, let's be real here. The shit I've been streaming has been either a free game on PS Plus or something I got from a fucking bargain bin sale on PSN, right? I'm not gonna give shit away. I can't, even if I wanted to. Like, I have obligations, Excuse me. Yeah, sorry, a bit of a strep throat. But yeah, yeah, I'm. If the stream ever gets big, I'll probably give out. But in all honesty, I don't see this getting much bigger than what I already have here. Plus, maybe a few random people. This is still my old vape channel, so there's still gonna be a lot of that. But yeah, I don't imagine that. Vin Jollibee sponsorship. Let's go. That I will go for a lifetime supply of tuna pies. Like, tuna pies are the fucking tits. Honestly, the funny thing is, Jollibee is probably the only local fast food company that actually grew a brain and decided to make the best thing on their menu permanent. Like, the tuna pie is quite literally the best thing they have on their menu. It's the only thing I can eat, right? And it used to be seasonal, but then they kept it for good. And I was like, well, it's about fucking time, isn't it? Right? It's something else. Yeah, tuna pie is fucking god tier. They made the right choice in keeping that as a permanent thing on their menu. I don't understand why KFC keeps phasing out the good stuff. That's why I stopped ordering from fucking KFC anyway. Yeah, so my new go-to company is a place called 24 Chicken. Fucking awesome. Yeah, you guys should check them out. It's really good. Pretty cheap too. Pretty fucking cheap. Like, their Jack Daniel's sauce is something else. Vin, you should check it out. You should get some inspos from it, because I'm pretty sure you can whip up a storm in the kitchen with that. It's fucking awesome stuff. KFC here in the Philippines is vastly different from what it is in the States, dude. Yeah, absolutely 100% true. Everything is, and this is the last thing I'm going to talk about tonight, right? Before I leave, is bringing in foreign food brands locally, like to the Philippines, right? I can't fucking stand it. I cannot fucking stand them bringing international, like US based brands here. Like, case in point, Popeyes and Panda Express. I love those places in the States. Like, when the few times I've been in the States, like, I've been there thrice, right? Each time I'm there, Panda Express has to happen. And it's food court shit, right? It's like, it's Chowking, basically, in the US. And here, I saw the prices on Grab. It's fucking obnoxious. The prices are insane. And the food quality is just absolute garbage. Like, they dumb it down so much that you don't even recognize it. Tabs, fucking Denny's. Yeah, Denny's is like the prime example of that, right? Denny's in the States is fucking truck stop, right? It's a truck stop diner. But they have steaks. They have really good steaks. And I'm going to tell you guys a true story. This is 100% fucking true, right? I had a client. He's Swedish, right? Or Finnish or something. He's from Europe, basically, anyway. And he ordered a bunch of VA stuff from us, like 50,000, 60,000 pesos worth, right? A whole lot of fucking vape stuff. And he wanted me to deliver it to him. So I was like, yeah, sure, man. Let's meet up. Where are you staying? He was staying at a hotel in Manila. So I met him up at Robinson's, and he said, where can we go to eat? I'm like, what do you feel like having? He said, I think I'm in the mood for a steak. So I'm like, hey, there's a Denny's that opened nearby, and I had not been to Denny's yet in the Philippines prior to this, right? I'm like, yeah, there's a Denny's that opened nearby. In the US they have some pretty good steaks. I mean, they're not expensive, they're not premium cuts, but it's pretty decent for the price point. If you want to go grab a steak, that's probably the best place we could go, because it was nearby, and I didn't really know the area that well. So I told him, yeah, let's go there. He's like, yeah, sure, let's fucking go. So we went, and they give me the menu, and I'm like, what in the blue bloody fuck is this? Not a single fucking steak on the menu. Not one. You could get pork chops. You get fucking pork chops. I mean, fucking seriously. If I wanted the guy to have pork chops, I would have taken him somewhere else, right? And I don't think he was in the mood for fucking pork chops. Fucking disgusting, right? It was absolutely fucking disgusting. And it gets better. It gets fucking better. And I'm not making this up, mind you. This is entirely fucking true. They were airing some news. Like, they had news on TV, or so I thought, right? They had news on TV. And the news that they had was about a hurricane in Florida. And another one of my vape clients who became a good friend of mine, and who's been an absolute fucking angel with my daughter, right? Her name's Gigi, and she's an awesome girl. She's an awesome lady. Her husband is also an awesome guy. We stayed in touch years after we met. They're both awesome people, just salt of the earth kind of people, right? And they live in Florida, and the hurricane was pretty fucking bad. Like, houses were getting ripped to shreds and shit, right? So I called Gigi, like, in the fucking States, right? I called her up, and I'm like, hey, sis, how you doing? And she sounded perfectly fine, so I was happy, right? And he said, hey, little bro, what's going on? I'm like, listen, I saw this news bit where it says there's a fucking hurricane over there, and that it's the worst you guys have ever had. Are you and Gary doing okay? And she said, oh, sweetie, that's awfully sweet of you, but that was 2 years ago. And it turns out they were airing news clips from a fucking thumb drive in the TV. Can you fucking believe it? Atoys, yes. Putang ina, fucking Atoys, man. Atoys in Laguna. I would have fucking gone to Laguna for that. Fucking awesome pork chops, man. But anyway, right? Fucking news bits, right? At Denny's. From a fucking thumb drive, and there was a fucking natural disaster that was being discussed in that news clip. What the actual fuck, right? So I'm like, not only did I embarrass myself to my client because the food was absolute bollocks, right? But fucking had me worrying over a friend of mine over a news article that's 2 fucking years old. Diba? So that's why I'm hesitant about US brands being brought in, like fast food brands. So I'm not hot about it at all. In-N-Out Burger, people are saying, oh, there should be In-N-Out here. No, fuck it, no. In-N-Out is good, but I'm not gonna trust fucking Filipinos to have that here. Fuck that. They can eat shit. Exactly. It was very likely downloaded from YouTube. Fucking stupid. Fucking retarded. So there. That is that concludes it, guys. That's about it. Anyway, I really appreciate you guys sticking around. I was mostly just bitching about stuff, but it was a very fun experience for me. It's the first time I've actually been on stream this long with this much interaction. Because usually I'm on stream just for like a handful of guys, but you guys actually stuck around. I appreciate it. Listen to all my ranting and raving and bitching, and this is content. Thanks, man. Thanks, but I appreciate it. I genuinely do. I hope you guys stick around. I'm assuming all of you who are on here are also on my Facebook, so I will be posting announcements there when I stream. I might, if I decide to, might eventually just get a fucking page up for streaming. We were joking about it because my hunter in Monster Hunter is named Wang Hunter, and the name kind of stuck, so I just used it for everything, like Wang Hunter this, Wang Hunter that. And we were kind of dicking around with name suggestions, and I was telling the guys, I think I should call the channel Play with Wang. That's like the fastest way to get banned from anywhere, but yeah. Play with Wang might be the actual name. GG's. Yeah, man, thanks. Anyway, yeah, I really appreciate it. If I do get around to making a dedicated page for the streaming, then I'll definitely post it on my timeline, and you guys are more than welcome to join. I want to watch and hear you rant. Guys, really appreciate it. I'm signing off for tonight. I'm probably gonna get me something to eat, but yeah. Thanks again. Thanks so much. We'll continue Hellblade soon, preferably on a day that Tabs is available. Wang place, Wang time. Oh god. Yeah, the name that I choose will inevitably get me banned. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have a good night, and stay safe if you're working from your offices. Have a great day at work tomorrow if you're working from home. Either way, make sure you get lots of rest, lots of sleep, eat right, get some exercise, move around. It'll do wonders for you on a mental and on a physical level. I hope you guys have a good night's rest, and let's have loads of fun again next time. Says, yeah, speaking of Wang, I play Shadow Warrior series. I've never... Lo Wang. Oh, we had a client named Yu Wang the other day, but... Anyway, guys, I'm gonna sign out for tonight. Thanks again so much. Says, yeah, Vin, Matthew, Tabs, everyone else who's still here. Dave, I think, is still lurking somewhere here. Yeah, I'm gonna take me a break and get me something to eat. Then I might lab a little bit of fighting game stuff so that I can finally beat my brother. Anyway, guys, have a good night. Get lots of rest. Thanks so much for your time. I'll see you guys again very soon. Ciao for now. Bye.